Perfect. Good afternoon. I know it's after lunch. I hope we'll be all engaged as much as possible. Can everyone hear me from wherever you are? Hello? I like people engaging me. Yeah? So today I'm just going to take us on a short ride. I just want to talk to us about a major shift in the hospitality. Lately, hotels are not competing on how they look, they're actually competing on how they perform. Thank you so much, Kura. Yeah. So I'll move quickly so that at least we are ahead of time. So there are 4 invisible layers when we talk about how hotels perform. One of them is uptime. Uptime defines how your technology is powerfully connected. Am I roaming from one point to the other? Of course, connected to the internet when I want to be connected to the internet. Yeah? Guest experience. Uptime and guest experience work hand in hand together, because I can't be talking about connectivity and uptime when I'm not talking about experience. What kind of experience am I having when I'm at your hotel? Energy intelligence. Energy consumption is a major shift right now in everything that we do. Sorry,
we're not giving you all sound. I think I've earned lunch today, yeah?
I know, right? Can everyone hear me? Can you hear me at the back? Yeah? Perfect. Yeah? So I was talking about the 4 invisible layers that define how a hotel is successful, and I just talked about uptime, guest experience, energy intelligence, and digital infrastructure. Guests may not see these things. They may not see them when, even right now you're using technology while you're here, but you've not seen it. But you're connecting with how you're experiencing the technology that is already available in this hotel. And that is extremely important, because that is what defines, am I coming back here? Am I going to hold a conference here? So that is extremely important. Yeah? We have seen very many beautiful hotels, of course, from experience. We operate across the sub-Saharan Africa. And from experience, we have seen very beautiful hotels that fail shortly after opening. It's not because of design. It's not because the hotel was not beautifully designed, but it's because of poor technology, technology performance. When Wi-Fi fails, your conference doesn't work. Yeah? Can you imagine being here and we are not connected to the Wi-Fi and we are not talking to each other? Yeah, this is a revenue generator. When technology doesn't work, then you're going down on revenue. So you'll find that you'll get maybe less conferences here. And I've seen so many conferences happening in this hotel, which means technology, it's working in one way or the other. Okay? Sorry. The clicker is moving so fast, it's just going beyond me, yeah? So let's talk about sorry. This is the slide that we are supposed to be at, yeah? Developer's dilemma. These are issues also to deal with technology. I'm going to delve so much into technology because that's exactly what I do on a day-to-day basis. And everything that has to do with technology equals finance in so many ways that maybe some of us may not bring together. But connectivity failure, energy waste, poor audiovisual systems all lead to lost revenue. Poor reviews, of course, when you live here, what kind of review are you going to give? Are you going to tell us that we can have a conference here? I've seen so many LinkedIn posts. Are you going to tell people that you attended a conference here? How was your experience while you are here? Okay? Hidden values. These are hidden values that come with good technology. So, in most cases, we see that someone is constructing a hotel and then they tell you, I need hotel systems. So what is a hotel system? What is that you define as a hotel system? But at the end of the day, you're saying, I have a brother who does a few technology here and there. I want you to help them to see if they can come in, work with you, and then they will provide this part of technology, and you will provide this other part of technology. There's a very big value that comes with augmenting or bringing your technology together. The problem in most cases is not the technology itself, it's the fragmentation of technology. You find that systems are not talking to each other. Yeah? When integrated, technology drives performance. When separated, they increase cost and complexity. Okay? These are very major values for us. From checking, sorry. Yeah, let's go to that slide. So from checking experience to meeting spaces, everything must be seamless. It must flow together, okay? Guests do not think in the systems way. If you're constructing a project, if you're doing a hotel, if you're doing a hospitality space, if you're constructing a school, whatever project that you're doing, always remember that guests do not think the system way. They experience the spaces in the way you have created them in a technological manner. How is the technology speaking to each other? That creates an environment that the guests can say, that is a really good place to be at. Because when I walked into that hotel, I had a meeting, and the meeting was working. The systems were working. The sound was good. The internet was good. So does that really translate to the space that you're creating? How does success look like? Yeah? When done right, hotels or projects see better guest satisfaction, lower operational cost, and improve efficiency. And these are not accidental outcomes. They are actually designed. And what comes with design, really? Design is just not putting one item and another and saying, this screen, when connected to an HDMI, it's going to work. No. Design goes deeper into having a partner that thinks, what does this client really want? And what do they really want to achieve? What kind of experience are they trying to create for their guests? And that is where you rack up some very important partners like ourselves and others in the room. Sorry. The most important thing is time when you're doing your project. When did you bring in your partner who does your technology? Did you start with a partner early enough in the lifetime of your project? Or did you bring it along as an afterthought? When you bring it as an afterthought, of course, it is extremely expensive. This is where most of the projects go wrong. Technology is often introduced too late. That is increasing cost and delaying delivery. If you wanted to open your hotel in 6 months' time and you have not started your cabling, in 6 months' time it's not working. It is too late. When designed early, it becomes a strategic advantage. Strategic advantage in what sense? You already put in the budgets early, and now you're working with your partner in the technology space to ensure that they capture exactly what you wanted to capture for your project and to deliver exactly what you wanted your guests experience to be. Going slowly towards conclusion, the future of hospitality in Africa is not about buildings, more hotels or more projects around the continent. We have seen the W Hospitality report that was released, I think, 2-3 months ago, and Africa is leading in terms of projects that are coming up. 123,000 rooms coming up in Africa. And some of us will ask ourselves, where is that? Who are those guests? Who these people are thinking about when they are creating hotels? Then you look at that report again next year, a time like now, and you ask yourself, how many of those projects actually went to fruition? How many went through to completion, or how many of them opened? You have seen some, they're saying they're opening in 2027, 2026, even this year, end of this year. But that, when you look at that project, it has not even started talking about technology. They have not started talking about cables. Then you're talking about opening a hotel. That is just a building. If the technology is not working, at the end of the day, your hotel is not going to function the way you wanted it to function. So, as I said, the future of hospitality in Africa is not about building more hotels, but building hotels that perform and that require a shift from infrastructure to experience. And we all need to experience just like the way we experience our best meals as, of course, the Africans we are. And this is Bakyson. These are the things that we put so much into consideration.